After using the college to build up her magical ability, before proceeding to rob the place blind, Zega was beginning to feel almost as high on her newfound sense of power as she had from any Skooma trip. Still, although she was confident that no one had gotten a clear look at her, Zega did just leave the scene of a murder holding a bloody dagger. Perhaps it would be better to skip town for a time and head back to Windhelm to tell the boy the deed was done. Yes, collecting her reward in Windhelm as things died down in Riften seemed like the best plan for now. Zega decided to leave Riften quietly and without incident, her course once again to the north. Welcome to another episode of The Misadventures of a Skooma Addict. We catch up with Zega on a foot walk from Riften to Windhelm, and as she's enjoying the day, she realizes that Crag's Lane Cavern is halfway between Riften and Windhelm, so she decides it's a two birds, one stone kind of a day. She heads towards Crag's Lane. So I'd like to thank Ray Legend for today's decision. Once again, so many good choices. I mean, I really do appreciate those of you that are just taking the time out of your day to write such great prose for this. It's awesome. It's awesome to have a great intro and to know that it came from somebody that's invested in the story in the way that I am. That's a great feeling. So I'm going to try my best to spread the love around to all of you who are really participating in this. Zega sees the smoke from a campfire and decides to sneak. The howling of wolves. Zega figures every dog has its day. Where are you going? Should probably head back this way. Did you remember we're good buddies?
Getting out of here.
You too, puppy. We're friends, remember? From way back, you and I. Huh.
Some sooner than others.
Really, Inigo? The one that was in a cage? Wordless bastard.
Ain't this a surprise?
Filthy bandit scum.
Oh.
That is that.
That wasn't the smartest thing you ever did. Zega decides to tell Inigo to wait outside the cavern.
And watch.
Sometimes two heads are better than one, but other times you only need one set of eyes, or in her case, one eye, to get a good scope of the situation. She enters Crag's Lane. As soon as she sees the guard posted here, she decides to try out a trick that she'd been dreaming up. Calls for a little bit of fury, and a little bit of calm.
What was that?
Here. It was me.
Someone there?
Calm down. We're buds. Oh, and did I mention the dagger? She opens his throat. Zega continues deeper into Crag's Lane. As she rounds the corner, she hears the howling of wolves and what sounds like a social gathering. A little more fury, she thinks. It's time for that bartender to have a major midlife crisis.
What was that?
Now ain't this a surprise?
You don't have a chance. Victory is yours.
She was surprised. The barkeep had taken on everyone and lived to tell the tale.
I was sure I heard something.
Zega was pleased by the bedlam she had caused. 3 men killed and 1 spell cast. That's not a bad evening of the odds. Zega can't help but get a thrill out of this. And then the butcher came. Zega decided it was time for that dagger again. She opened his throat. $200 gold, steel greatsword of frost. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Not exactly what she came for, though. She continues to sneak. Gotta work on this lockpicking here. I am notoriously horrible at lockpicking, though. Wow. Gilded elven armor. She thinks Senego will look quite dashing in this get-up. Much better than the rags he's wearing now, anyway. Jade and emerald circlet. Leather bracers of major alchemy. Check this out. Awesome. Still, though, not what she came for. Her heart skips a beat as she sees the skooma on the table. One of the bottles is labeled leaf skooma, and she does a double take. She'd only heard of this stuff before. What a find this was. And then, could it be true? Some high-grade skooma. She decides she's definitely saving this for a rainy day. Searches the bodies, the victims of the earlier bedlam. Decides to take herself a pickaxe as well. Oh. This lockpicking, though. Really? There we go. 56 gold. And looky here, some more skooma behind the bar. And moon sugar as well. Skooma, leaf skooma. Some more leaf skooma. What an amazing haul this has been. Can you guys believe this shit? Oh, let's take an inventory here. I mean, honestly. 11 bottles of leaf skooma. 1 bottle of high-grade skooma. And 8 bottles of skooma. We're not going to have to worry about skooma for some time in this playthrough. Unless something unfortunate happens. Which, of course, would be entirely up to you. Zega walks out of the cave with a smile on her face. Inigo gives her that look like, did you find any skooma? And Zega just shakes her head no. More willing to lie than hear his incessant nagging about getting rid of her precious, precious skooma. She decides to head back north, get herself back on track for Windhelm. So as we walk along here, I wanted to talk a little bit about where we've been, kind of what we've come through with Zega and where it leaves her. We're pretty weak at everything but illusion magic. And illusion magic is incredibly, incredibly powerful, as you can see from that last dungeon encounter. It's just, you can just manipulate people into fighting one another or just walking away from you and giving you their backs. Oh, Jesus. That sounds like a bear. And it is. Calm. Need calm. Or fear. Hey, bear. Where were you on that one, buddy? Oh, shit. Yeah, run away. Run away. Keep on running. The fuck is Inigo? Did I tell him to come with me? I didn't tell him to come with me. Son of a bitch. That's a problem. Hopefully he's still out here. Come on, where are you at? Though Zega does dislike his incessant moralizing about the skooma use, she does feel
my friend. I'm right behind you.
a little unprotected without her faithful bodyguard.
You like to carry around kitchenware, don't you? It is not a judgment, just an observation.
Zega's now regretting her decision to come back and get him.
You are nothing.
Okay. She decides to let Inigo deal with that. So, be interested to hear, maybe not from a role-playing perspective, but from a character development perspective, where some of you guys would like to see Zega go next. Would you like to see her up her one-handed skills so that she can wield a sword? Would you like to see her continue working on her archery skills? Maybe continue with the subtlety aspect and work on speech? I'm really interested to hear, what is this? Aha, a vein. I'm not in combat though, right? Am I still... Is it still calling me in combat with some wolf? Ugh. Forget it. Are you still fighting that wolf, Inigo? Are you having problems, bud?
You live in packs, but just like the rest of us. I think the head cracked on that one.
Oh. Well, probably did. So yeah, I'm interested to hear from a character development standpoint where you would like me to take Zega next, and maybe those of you that don't feel comfortable or haven't kind of taken part in the storytelling aspect of it could give some ideas to those people that are, and find some interesting way to weave your desires and suggestions into a story. So I thought that might be kind of cool. Not at all. Not at all, my friend. Check my map here. Still quite a ways, but we're doing all right. What the fuck is... An assassin? Lockpick, gold, Dark Brotherhood, aversion to frost, Dark Brotherhood assassin's note. As instructed, you are to eliminate Zega Inkwood by any means necessary. The Black Sacrament has been performed. Somebody wants this poor fool dead. We've already received payment for the contract. Failure is not an option. Astrid. Zega wonders if maybe she's gotten the wrong kind of attention from the Dark Brotherhood. Oh well, no matter. One arrow from Inigo and that one dropped. Zega realizes that she's wandering perilously close to the camp of a giant. Decides to give it a wide berth.
Strange rock markings. I will send you off in style.
So many wolves in Skyrim.
Nothing but a bad memory.
Not even that. What's going on here?
Hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of Hunting Brew mead with me.
I would love to share a drink with you, friend.
Ah, nothing like fine spirits to help raise your... well, your spirits. Cheers, my friend. May...
Zega immediately downs the mead and finds it to be delicious.
Adventures find you fame and fortune.
That is right, we do need to level up here. I think when we get to Windhelm, we'll take care of that before. Let's see. Okay. Sees Windhelm up ahead. So, I've been fiddling around with the quality of these recordings. I can't seem to find a happy medium here. Either the quality is really shitty and in 1080p, or half decent but still kind of shitty and in 720p. Suffice it to say that I'm doing my best, and I'm going to continue to tweak it as time goes on here, because I plan on seeing this story through to the end. And now that we're this close, for the sake of slight convenience, we're gonna go ahead and fast travel into Windhelm itself.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fellow who wrote the cookbook.
What kind of captain are you?
Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's motto.
Zega for the first time notices how ominous the Aretino residence looks.
Every snowflake is unique. Like me.
Aw, Inigo, you are unique just like a snowflake. You're right. She decides to meditate on what she's learned. So we're going to go into stamina for a little while, I think. Round ourselves out a little bit, maybe. And see what we can take here. You know what? Maybe I'll save this perk. Nah, I'm going to use it. Because I do want to get a couple more things here. Aspect of Terror. I'd like to get both of these eventually. But I'd also like Adept Illusion, so we'll take that. Now I can cast Adept level illusion spells for half magicka. That's going to help a lot. Zega approaches the Aretino residence to tell the boy the deed is done.
Well, Grelod the Kind. Is she, you know?
Grelod the Kind is dead.
Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again.
Aretino family heirloom added. Interesting. Zega steps out into the blistering cold and decides to reflect on what she's going to do next. Should she head back to Riften and pursue some Thieves Guild?
I'm going to be an assassin. That way I can help lots of children just like you.
Can you keep your voice down a little bit, Aventus? I mean, don't go blabbermouthing all over town, please. At any rate, do we go back to Riften? Look into some Thieves Guild quests? Or maybe head to a completely new city? Maybe up to Solitude for some speechcraft training? The choice, as always, is up to you. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, peace.